I'm going to show you a local Illinois TV news segment that the HGTV star Matt Blashaw did back in October about winter coming. And I want you to try and guess which industry lobby he was quietly getting checks from.
When I think of winter, I think of being inside. I think of cooking with the family, like on the range behind me, being by a roaring fire. And with propane, that is all possible. And if you're running into maintenance issues on that furnace, consider using these great federal tax credits and upgrading to a propane-powered furnace. What I don't like about wood-burning fireplaces, I love the smell, I love the crackle. I don't love going out in the middle of winter to go get the wood and then having to clean out the firebox and the flue at the end of winter as well. So for me, propane is the way to go with my fireplace.
It is not subtle. HGTV's Matt Blashaw is getting paid to push propane, and he is not alone. The New York Times reports that an organization called the Propane Education and Research Council, or PERC, has spent millions of dollars on provocative anti-electrification messaging for TV, print, and social media using influencers like Mr. Blashaw. That is despite the fact that the overwhelming majority of the scientific community agrees that the burning of fossil fuels is dangerously heating our planet, and the fact that propane and gas as appliances can emit dangerous levels of toxic chemicals, and the fact that electricity is just cheaper to begin with. But that's the point. They're spending money to get you to spend your money on a product that in many cases just doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. This year, in 2023, PERC plans to spend another $13 million on its anti-electrification campaign. So the next time you settle into the couch and flip on a home makeover show to unwind, be alert. The propane lobby may be the real star of that show. But it is not just propane, and it is not just TV. Ohio's Republican Governor Mike DeWine signed a bill earlier this year so that individuals who want to build a chicken coop in their backyard can do so legally on a smaller scale, which sounds totally fine for the backyard chicken coop enthusiasts. But buried in that chicken bill was the very not chicken-related amendment that legally redefined natural gas as a source of green energy. Natural gas, which is primarily methane, is not green energy. It is a fossil fuel. And according to the EPA, it is more than 25 times as potent as carbon dioxide at trapping heat in the atmosphere. This chicken bill also changed state regulations to make it easier to frack on state-owned land. It changed regulatory language from saying that state agencies may lease state land for the production of oil and natural gas to saying they shall lease that land. So now agencies have to lease land for fracking. But here's the thing. Like HGTV hosts praising propane, this chicken bill was not fully homegrown. Today, the Washington Post revealed that two dark money groups with ties to the gas industry, they got the bill passed. The Empowerment Alliance spent more than $1 million supporting Ohio Republicans in the 2022 election. This bill passed with only Republican support. The American Legislative Exchange Council, known as ALEC, it circulated a model bill for lawmakers to copy and paste and distributed talking points for the bill's proponents. And it worked. The law of the land in the state of Ohio now defies science and logic and instead reflects the desires of the natural gas industry. And that whole scheme is coming to a state near you. In a newsletter the Empowerment Alliance sent out on Friday, they wrote states like Texas, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia are top energy-producing states. They should follow suit. On TV and on social media, in state legislatures, fossil fuel lobbies are running an all-out campaign to try to trick you into thinking they aren't bad for the environment. Don't fall for it.